We have sort of a core group of programmers who are sort of full-time dedicated on the festival. Cabaret's a little larger, so there's usually sort of 4 people who are working pretty much dedicated on that festival. But then you have, people in marketing and production and who are maybe working a great portion of their job on that festival, but they have other duties, they're ongoing staff here. Then you've got your front of house and your bus ticket staff, and people who are paying wages and people who are computer operating. So the people who are involved in each festival is quite immense. And then you might bring in a whole lot of project staff from producers, and artist minders, and so the roles are quite varied. And when you're actually in a festival mode, it's fair to say probably everybody here at the centre is involved or has their hands on that festival in some way, shape or form.
Our lives are dictated these days by digital media. It doesn't matter what age you are, most people are online these days. We use all the social media platforms, so we have YouTube, we have Facebook, Twitter, Foursquare, everything that you can possibly think of. We're trying to identify our space, I guess, within the Facebook world and what we can give to our followers. We see it very much as like a magazine, so it's a chance for people to see video that we're creating and video that we get recommended from artists and things like that, so people can see the upcoming shows. We like to give them behind the scenes access as well. Through our Facebook, we're starting to see more people having conversation with us through the Adelaide Festival Centre Facebook page, as well as through our festival pages as well. From an email perspective, we use an email broadcasting system, which allows us to send our emails out on a regular basis. We pretty much push most things online. I think people still like to get a nice glossy brochure in the post. They still like direct mail through the letterboxes. But in terms of our way of getting the product to market, it's a lot quicker, obviously doing it online.
BAS is a commercial business unit of the Adelaide Festival Centre, so it is owned by the Festival Centre. All profits go back to the Festival Centre bottom line. However, BAS acts as a third-party provider for all promoters, all South Australian based arts organisations, and for festivals and events and so on in SA. It was originally Bay Area seating service because it was a San Francisco based ticketing software that was developed for a San Francisco venue, but then when it was marketed as a commercial software system, it was marketed as best available seating service. So it was all through America, and then it came over to Australia in the 70s. So we were the first to go live with computerised ticketing, online ticketing system. We were the benchmark in the 80s, and we've been processing online ticketing ever since. This year we've got big plans for upgrading our website, for upgrading our service provision in terms of the type of information that people want to give us, so that we can then tell them about things that we think that they might be interested in. And also rolling that out to our clients so that our clients have better understanding and information about the type of people that want to come and see their shows.
Modern stadia and performing arts centres, it's crucial to have some good returns on your food and beverage to support what goes on in the theatres. For the first time in 26 years, we've taken the catering back in-house, so it's been long overdue, and we're looking at pitching to a broad cross-section of the market that have been underserviced for that time, and probably before that as well. We've always got time pressures of people wanting to get in to see the performance, and one of the reasons that the Trust looked at bringing the catering back in-house was that they were getting lots of comments from regular patrons that people couldn't come here and have the full experience. So having a great time watching the shows, but needed to eat off-site, which again puts time pressure on getting into their seats before 7:30 or 8 o'clock when the shows start. For all evening performances in the festival theatre, we'll be doing pre-show dinners, and that's open 2 hours before all of those performances. We've also introduced some platters over the bar, so if people need to come straight after work, they can come and enjoy one of those over the bars. Again, that's for all performances.